Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Deadfire. Today, we are going to continue our journey through the Deadfire and see what else we can come across, what other trouble we can get into. That's our plan. Also, apologies in advance, man. It is super pollen-y where I'm at, and my allergies do not like me right now. So if I'm like super sniffly or congested or anything like that, that's what it is. It's just it's crazy allergies. They've gotten me in the past, and I have started taking a daily antihistamine, which is just goes to show how old I am. That daily one does a pretty good job, but like this year, man, ooh, it's whooping me. It's funny too, because like when I was younger, I never had to deal with allergies. It wasn't until I turned maybe, I don't know, 24, 25, and then all of a sudden they just started hitting me like crazy, rocking me every year. The rumbling reaches your ears first, a low growl from the land before being pierced by the cry of a distant bird. The ground sets to vibrating beneath your feet, the growing roar of the stampeding beasts echoing around you. You crest a rise to find that the stampede has passed, now only a rumbling cloud in the distance. As the dust settles, you note that a few of the boar remain, fallen and still, with large feathered darts protruding from their fur. A single upright boar remains, a piglet, that nudges its snout against one of the prone beasts. We're gonna try to... Damn it, Aloth, every time. You press towards the boars, reflexively looking over your shoulder at the sound of a snapping branch. Aloth winces apologetically to you. It's always Aloth. You spin on your heel at the sound of flapping feet and find yourself staring down a group of Lugafaith hunters. With a gurgled hiss, they advance upon you. Welcome, dude! What the... Thank you so much! Thank you, appreciate the resub. Thanks, sincerely, thank you. And, welcome. How are you doing today?
Huh?
Oh, he's a big boy. Can pop over here, though.
Sure.
I know. Well, it's been a
May I
month.
help?
This is month 2 officially. Wait, what day is today? Is today the 3rd or the 4th? Today's the 3rd, so tomorrow is officially 1 month. So the subs must be for 30 days then, because I didn't hit affiliate until May 4th, which I love that for the record, because on anniversary date in Star Wars party, it's going to be awesome. Let's have you hit him. Allergies, I was just saying right before you signed on, right before I got into this battle, really, that allergies are destroying me this year. There's so much pollen that it's affecting me more than usual, which isn't great for a stream where I'm trying to use my voice often, but we're going to try and power through it and see what happens. Nice. You just keep doing what you do best.
I'm fixing to be sick.
Something I can do?
Stop that!
Oh? Yeah.
Oh, that's the stuff.
Right on
There we go.
target.
So how about you come up and punch that one? Ooh, I like that spell. And then Aloth. You don't need to do anything too crazy here. Just punch it. It's almost dead.
I am ready.
Okay.
Oh, good.
There we go. There's so much pollen. My car is yellow right now. It's disgusting. Ah, there it is. There she blows.
Good.
Oh crap.
Oh?
Yeah, this isn't smart.
Just like that.
Yes?
Oh, we can go through the bush.
Perfecto.
What do you need? Stay behind me.
You got this.
What now?
Shody. Oh, rude. I liked how that bounced around. That was cool.
Yeah. Oh?
Let's
Aloud.
try it out!
What now? Quit.
Why are you being so rude all of a sudden?
Hey.
Shody? What's your deal? This driftwood frame is strung with bones and seashells. They tinkle in the breeze.
Steelyx.
What's happening up here? You know
Oh,
what?
good.
Let's just start there until I get a better feel for the battlefield. There we go.
Tell me. For the Republics.
There. Move it on up. Charge. Shody. We'll start with that.
Ixi honor.
Let's try again.
Oof. Jerk.
Take him down.
Moeth. Ixi honor. I reap
Missed
what
one.
I sow.
Whoops. Rude. Can you do that again?
Lavaru beyond seek.
I love the way that chains. It's so cool looking.
Hey.
I've had a bit of a learning experience from the VOD 2 as if I was the player. It was nice. Nice. Well, that's good feedback as well.
Here we go.
I'm trying to, I mean, I know I'm like giving like a pretty high level overview of most of it. The idea is it's going to be designed for, you know, people that sort of know what they're doing already, but with the hopes that even newer players can pick it up and be like, oh, okay, that's what I'm doing. That's causing me to lose a fight or whatever, you know?
Lavaru beyond seek.
There we go. A cuttlefish. Cute. Sections of the boulder have been etched with strange runes and glyphs. Many of them seem to represent local plants and wildlife. Oh,
Tell me.
big ol' fleshy tentacle monster.
Oh, good.
Aloth, I have to assume that these things are going to be weak to fire.
Arthik worth and rough.
Huh.
Yeah?
There you go.
What now?
Do an iconic projection here.
Damn the lad's aim.
Got it.
Just like that.
Got it.
What do you need?
Boom. Ooh, I want to try his new attack. What is it? Windmill? No. Clear out.
Yep.
Cool. Kind of put them out of range of what she was trying to do there, but alright. There's that.
Damn the lad's
Could use
aim.
some improvement.
Shody, you might be able to finish this off with the Blessed
Lavaru
Harvest.
beyond seek.
Yeah. Pallegina, you can't do, you might as well attack.
Hey.
Alright, at this point, Aloth, you're doing more damage to your allies than your enemies.
What now?
Just some wood. Oop. You find an old stone coffer pitted and mottled by long exposure to the elements. The lid is cracked, but thick woody vines like giant's fingers hold it in place. Let's burn it with the torch. That was a very wet noise, like Stranger Things. You hold your torch under one of the larger vines for several seconds. Eventually, it shrivels into a twig. However, the nearest vines sprout new growths that reach to cover it. Then let's freeze them. The vines become rigid and pale beneath the accumulating frost until at last they shatter. New tendrils begin to wiggle from the frozen stumps. You tear off the lid before the vines can regain their grip on the coffer. You retrieve an antique bronze hatchet, pulling it from the coffer even as the vines feebly grasp at it with hungry tendrils. Vion Seth. +3 deflection against melee weapons is awesome. +20% weapon to melee damage to plant targets. +15 all defenses against plant attacks. Wow. That thing really does not like plants. The Angwithan woodcutter who carried this bronze-headed hatchet was likely a tradesman rather than a warrior. Though he undoubtedly faced countless dangers in the ancient woods where he earned his living, lurkers and forest sprites would have seen an unarmed woodcutter as easy prey, so the hatchet served both as a tool and weapon for defense. The axe is well suited to lumbering. The runes stamped into the head are a bane to all plants. Vines and branches retreat from its presence, and a single stroke is enough to split timber. Everything else is par for the course. A large Lugafeth, a broodmother by her size and crest, surfaces from the pool. Around her neck hangs a knotted cord strung with shiny odds and ends. She chirrups softly. As you draw closer, she gurgles in agitation, but does not attack. She dives back down and disappears. You hear splashing and chattering coming from further up the slope.
An invitation? Or a trap?
Alright, let's keep on going up. Cocking her head, the broodmother watches you and lets out an inquisitive chirp. Let's make that noise back. The broodmother stops gurgling and takes a tentative step closer, craning her neck with interest. Other Lugafeth peer and chirrup at you. Adair attempts a chirrup of his own that sounds perhaps more like two krakens aggressively mating. The Lugafeth stare at him and hiss until he stops. Adair clears his throat, as though that was what he'd been doing all along. A young Lugafeth pokes its head out from behind one of the adults and burbles happily. The adult ushers it back with a firm claw. It looks smaller than the hatchlings in the cage, but not by much.
Oh, Anna.
Lugafeth broodmother. Observing the exchange, the broodmother looks to you and lets out a plaintive cry.
Anna.
Hoana? Snarls and gurgles rise in volume. The other Lugafeth bare their teeth at the name.
Anna.
The broodmother hisses. Her attending warriors brandish spears, clubs, and blowguns. It's clear that you hate the Hoana.
I recall when you picked up ancient Ingwithin, but this? Hatchlings.
She screeches, not at you it seems, but at what you've said. Many claws tighten about weapons and tails lash in eager, hypnotic rhythm. The broodmother watches you. I saw your hatchlings caged in the village. She screeches with emotion, rocking her whole body back and forth. Her bristling fin flashes like a blade. The other Lugafeth bare their teeth even wider. Turning her attention from you to the formation of Lugafeth, the broodmother hisses and flicks her tail, gesturing down toward the bottom of the ravine, toward the village. The others bob their heads in agreement.
Oh, Anna.
She turns back to you and growls. I can rescue your hatchlings, but your clan stays away from the village. The broodmother chitters and blinks at you, tilting her head this way and that. At last, she raises her head and trills to the treetops. One by one, the other Lugafeth lower their weapons and snap their jaws shut.
Please, hatchlings.
She turns her fish eyes on you.
Oh, we gotta do it.
I don't disagree, Adair. If they're intelligent like that, yeah, we'll help them out. This is not how I saw this interaction going, but I'm all for it. Alright, so I just befriended a bunch of fishy reptile people. That's, it's gonna be an interesting development. Alright, I gotta talk to the chieftain or something. These guys are...
need
Maybe
something?
you? Ah! I need to free those Lugafeth hatchlings.
Are you crazy? Then Himwehi will go and blame me.
His burning eyes meet yours.
You see the woman at the trading post? The angry one?
He grabs your arm with a strong, sticky hand and points across the dock to a scowling woman who stands with her arms
She
folded.
will have my corpse for bait if you do this.
Why would she blame you?
She despises me. How could disaster not be my fault?
He snarls.
Besides, the Ranga will bury her at high tide if she so much as insults you. Or any foreigner.
I see.
Then maybe I find some other place to be until her anger cools.
He lets go of your arm, leaving behind a few glimmering fish scales. Alright, I will go talk to her then. Is it one of these two?
Confess, Tamao, or will you let good food rot?
A young warrior's forehead is furrowed with lines and beaded with perspiration. He stands over a man bound to a
Does
pole.
mine look like a full belly, idiot? Question the rest of the Raparu. We all hunger.
Every word out of the bound man emerges as an agonized wheeze. He glares up at
Disgrace. Any other Raparu has worked 10 times in a day what you have in your life, and they do not complain.
The warrior pulls a dagger from his belt and thumbs the tip thoughtfully. Blinking, he turns to you wearing a bright, friendly smile.
Roger, we can't just let this injustice stand. Do something, or I might.
Just gonna give her a quick look. She returns your look, eyes blazing. Then with a puff of breath, she nods, leaving it
I
to you.
say, this outsider speaks her mind like a Mataru.
He touches his chin and looks over Shodi before focusing his attention back to you.
Another outsider. You visit Tikawara in hungry times.
Kumu sighs through his
So
nose.
what do you make of this hagfish, huh? Will Tamao confess if I tighten the ropes?
He gestures to the bound man. You know, you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. He blinks, momentarily perplexed.
Poko caught this wretch stealing the last of the Koiki fruit. The tribe was to feast on it for a harvest ceremony. You hear this? A second chance we give, and Tamao throws it in our faces.
Mukumu holds the blade level with Tamao's heart. Actually, I think I do. Would it make things easier, or better, if I had some spare Koiki fruit on hand?
I say, missing food is not the problem. Tamao betrays the tribe, dishonors the Raparu, denies all of us Kahopa's mercy.
He winces as if ashamed to even discuss it. Yeah, but your people are starving, man. Take
And
the
he will
food.
surely wash back into our nets as a mudfish in the next life if he does not tell us where the Kawiki fruit is.
Okay. He raises his voice again, just to be certain Tamaru hears it. What say you, Tamao?
I say I deserve what others have in plenty. Shade, a full belly, a moment to kneel on cool sands.
Glares up at Mukumu.
We stopped being a tribe when Ruanu dragged us into the path of the outsiders. Now we can only save ourselves.
You shame us, Tamao. To return in your next life as a coconut crab would be too kind.
What an insult. I hope you're reincarnated as a coconut crab. So you have your guilty man. What's to be done?
Pikeho's word is enough to give Tamao over to the waves.
Mukumu faces the beach and touches his brow.
Better to drown as an innocent man than starve with you fools.
Tamao spits, but without the forward momentum, it just dribbles on his chin. Mukumu turns his gaze away, doing his best to ignore him.
Justice does not fill our stomachs or our hearts. It brings the gods no closer to ending this famine.
Mukumu's hand strays towards his stomach. He glances out to the horizon. Good luck with your harvest.
Until is found, I will delight in prodding this stubborn eel for answers.
He touches the point of his dagger, his lips spreading into a broad
You
grin.
are free to question him and your custom, I say. And Poko, he tarries often by the beach.
That's it. I'm not going to turn this guy in yet. I mean, he's kind of being screwed there, in my opinion. I think I'm just going to wait until daytime and see if anyone new pops up. Yeah, there we go. Only a few hours. Ooh, that got bright. Whew.
It seems the Huana have their own version of animancy, reading the souls of the young to establish their roles.
Where do you draw the line between animancy and what the Huana do? Do you object to their practices as well?
For what do you linger here? The village is much too quiet.
We need to release the Lagofeth hatchlings. She throws back her head and laughs.
But you do not laugh. Then you do not joke. For what would I do this foolish thing?
She wipes a tear of merriment from the corner of her eye. You want them to leave you alone, right? Release their young, and they will.
They are animals. They hunt where they smell food, and they smell food in our village.
She leans forward and speaks slowly as though explaining this to a child. Yeah,
If I release
all
the
over
young
the place.
ones, then they attack when they grow big.
Well, I hope they don't wait that long. I want to see them attack when they're little, with those tiny claws and fish teeth.
Then raise your hand to the little ones and see how they fight back.
Lagufeth are reclusive by nature. They would avoid the village if you did not have their young.
When they ran from me before, I thought it was only my weapon they feared.
She laughs again, but tapers off into a pensive
But
silence.
suppose you are right. Then I do not have to suffer their stench.
She rubs her chin.
Take the key then, and yell for help if anything goes wrong.
She passes you the key with one hand and hefts her weapon in the other. I'm kind of surprised that she let me do that so easily.
His attempt to alter what the Huana
I'll take
merely
it.
observe. Even so, the Huana examine mere facets of a soul and purport to understand it. This, too, is dangerous.
Look out! They escape!
Let him go. Jeez. Leaping from the water, the broodmother eagerly chirrups and beckons towards her hatchlings. They rally around her with unbridled joy. She lets out a low-pitched warble when she sees you. The broodmother makes a show of removing her necklace and laying it out on the sand, then gesturing from you to the necklace and back again. Chirruping and waving her crest, the broodmother and her hatchlings dive back into the ocean. That was neat.
I hope the Lagofeth
Helped
did
out
not
some
come
animals.
back.
Bubbles of the Fin. Cruelty and Curious. Collection of trinkets, witnesses of countless acts of mischief and violence. Mischief and malice radiate their cruel temperament and an aura that boosts outgoing damage of all allies in range. That's really good. That is wicked good. Constitution and intellect too. Ooh. Colors within the within the Hellstone shift, applying random defensive bonuses at the beginning of combat. You know what? Let's do that. Give that to her. Oh. Thank you. And give that to him. Yeah. I'll be back here eventually anyways, once Poko Kohora is cleared out. So maybe after I clear out Poko Kohora, they'll be like, oh, okay, we'll let him go for whatever reason. I'm probably wrong, but it's worth a shot. And I haven't even fully explored this, like all the land yet. Wild. There's Poko Kohora. So that'll be my next stop. No! Crap. Went right into it. The clouds darken in the distance, piling one atop the next, as if in a battle for superiority. A vision, searing thread of lightning forks between sky and sea, followed almost immediately by a rib-rattling crash of thunder. Little Luika eyes the storm and spits. I wish this ship had a boatswain. There's no more better to have with you in a storm. Crew looks to you. Your orders? Seek out one of your fellow travelers. Shodi, let's give them a sermon. They're mostly a religious bunch. You want me to pray to an aspect of death? Shodi's lips quirk in amusement. Suppose I can plead for the safe passage of our souls through hell, should we all perish shortly. After a nod, she bows her head. This was a mistake. Glory be to the many aspects of Aethys, greatest of all who is gone. I raise my voice to you in humility, thankfulness, and everlasting worship. Hear me, my God, and take pity on my dire plea. As we now sail through the dark storms of death, we will not fear the reaping to come, for your lantern will guide our way. We will not stumble or stray from the path you have laid us through hell. We will embrace the end of our lives and shuck the rotting husk of our fallen bodies. After whence, we will be planted for rebirth by your hand, forever and always as the wheel turns. Amen. Oh gosh, this is the whole thing. I'm like so nervous here. Beodal, take this line and lash yourself to the wheel. I don't want you going overboard. With a grimace, Beodal accepts the rope and begins looping it through the spokes of the wheel and his own belt. Hand out the last of the cooked food, Haima, and then put out any fires in the galley. Haima salutes. Understood, Captain. The crew will be glad to have a warm meal before we dive into this mess. Now, everyone to the rigging. We need to reef the sails. The crew ascends to the rigging, pulling lines and tying off the sails, diminishing the amount of fabric facing the wind before returning to the deck. Turn from the crew. We are as prepared as we're going to get, apparently. Take us in. Wish me luck here. The clouds sweep over you, dominating the sky and hemming the sea beneath a roiling grey dome. The rain drums against the deck. Sweat beads on Beodal's brow as the storm looms even closer. We can't outrun this one, Captain. The wind calms, but rain pours from the sky as if the Defiant had come to rest beneath a waterfall. Rainwater sloshes across the deck and under the rails. We're heaving to. Lash the rudder against the sails and get below decks. Little Loeka shouts orders to the hands as you knot the ropes around the ship's wheel. When the ship is set to sail, as best as it can without a guiding hand, you join the others below decks. Guided only by the storm and a still rudder, the Defiant crashes through the waves, a rough remedy to the crew crowded below decks. The storm rages on, showing no sign of subsiding. Jeez. The ship rocks interminably and unpredictably as soon the crew clutch their heads or guts, bent double over buckets squeezed tight within their knees. The befouled grog scent of their sick thickens the air. Should Sister Dahlia, I want you to work your magic with whatever medicine we have. Should Sister Dahlia nods, very well, I know just the thing. The surgeon moves among the crew, providing relief to the afflicted. The storm rages on, showing no signs of subsiding. It's a very long storm, 3 days. The ship pitches suddenly, and a monstrous wave strikes it directly across the deck. With a despairing scream, Shield Sister Dahlia sweeps over the rail. My goodness. Wait, so Shield Sister Dahlia is dead? Oh my god. That's so messed up, man. Whew. Andra, please watch over this mariner's soul consigned to your cold embrace. Oh, man. It's lost a sailor. 4 days. The ship rocks interminably and unpredictably, and soon the crew clutch their heads or guts, bent double over buckets squeezed tight between their knees. Alright, now we open the gun ports. The crew open the gun ports, moving to them both for a view of the sea, and to be rid of the contents of their buckets. As if exhausted, the clouds finally calm, coming to rest like a thick blanket across the sky. The waves, too, end their trembling complaint, and the Defiant finally sails easily. The crew lean against the rails and rigging, their faces haggard but relieved. The storm, it seems, has passed. Dude, sad day. Wait a minute here. I did. She's dead. Wow. Well, that's a problem, because I don't have a surgeon now. Aw, poor Shield Sister. She's been with me for a while, too. But I'll always have Worthless Idiot. Yeah, I don't have a single other surgeon. Okay. I guess that's fine for now. We'll figure it out. Ah, poor girl. You notice a small pavilion containing a large, weathered statue of stone a little ways off the path. It appears to be a Huana shrine. A pair of stone eels twists up the sculpture. Each eel's mouth clings to the other's tail, creating an unbroken circuit. It portrays Rikuhu, the Huana's rendition of Berith. An inscription runs along the shrine's base. Some flee, others fight. Rikuhu consumes all. Pollen and dirt dust the statue, and grass grows wild at its base. It seems some time since this shrine was tended. Let's pray at the shrine, I guess. You kneel before the shrine, whispering your prayer to the cool stone. It offers no answers, but you feel calmer as you rise to your feet and set about making camp. The hours pass without complication, and you awake and continue on your journey. Interesting little tidbit there. Well, I guess I'm going to go to Poko Kohora.
Diverus. At times like this, I'm glad Helia gave me these eyes.
Hell are those other drakes?
Que?
Huh?
Oh, that's the stuff.
Okay. Right on target.
Arthek Worthen Raw. That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Yeah, fair. Flying enemies would be immune to ground attacks. That makes sense.
Moeth Ixit Honest.
Palagina. Keep these two locked, I guess. Ooh, nice. Guess clear cut? Didn't. There's one. Do another chain lightning. That was excellent.
Moeth Ixit Honest.
Let's just see what happens with that.
The Republic!
Yeesh.
Sure.
Oh, that's the stuff.
Who am I missing here? 1, 2, 3. Where's Adair? Is that him? Is he? I think that's him. It is. What the hell? Oh, he's an enemy. Great.
Let's go.
Yes!
Got it.
That dog won't hunt.
Huh. Why did that not? Okay.
Yeah. Take him.
Ooh. That's a pet. The sand-colored worm craves warmth, curling like a cat in stones heated by the Deadfire sun. It burrows for insect prey in underground water, but eats and drinks conspicuously little. It seems utterly unfazed by strong winds. Well, that's neat. This obelisk is covered in Anguithan runes. Beware, the gods punish trespassers. That's not ominous.
Great.
I'm not going anywhere like this.
What the heck? These things just pop out of the ground?
Oh, good.
Aye?
Oh, well.
Lavaru be on seek.
Pariathus!
I love how tiny this one is.
Sure.
Just like that.
Lavaru beyond sick.
Hey.
That would actually explain a lot.
Let's go.
Overkill?
Something I can do?
Oh, that's the stuff.
There it is. Goodness. Let's just keep going this way, see what else is up here.
This bodes poorly for my
All right.
countrymen.
You find a rolled up map inside the satchel. It shows a course plotted from Kohora to an island to the west. The sparsely furnished tent stinks of spoiled rations. The tent is empty but for a stack of excavation tools, shovels, spades, and brushes half buried in the sand.
We should not have left Vector with those Sawana.
Then swim back to Tikawara. We will take your share.
Up! Up! It's coming!
Apretta, inside!
To the rice.
I just saved a bunch of your lives. Why are you fighting me? Oh, you're Zarbs, that's why. I didn't save any of your lives.
Lavaru beyond sick.
What do you need?
I want you to just stay there, right there. Circle of protection.
Oh, good.
Can you go back here? Yes.
Que?
Thick worth and rough.
Not bad.
Lavaru beyond seek.
Oh, things survived.
Aye.
Thank you.
I am ready.
Meri publices, per Milanis.
Probably should have kept that guy alive to jump the chain lightning. Yeah. And Davos drops. Or Aloth drops.
Lavaru beyond seek.
Let's go.
Oh, just one more.
Lavaru beyond seek.
There we go. Thundercrack Pistol. The strange device began its existence as a conventional flintlock pistol in the hands of an industrious young enchanter. However, it became something altogether unique. She used the weapon as a test bed for her ambitious experiments with various elemental blights. Her goal was to capture such a spirit within the weapon and to exploit its energies. She tinkered with the design for weeks, modifying, enchanting, and replacing the components until, eventually, there were no original parts left. At the heart of the pistol's mechanism, she created what she called a soul cage. To this bundle of binding copper and transmuted gems, she bound a particularly potent storm blight, infusing the weapon with the power of elemental lightning.
Ah,
crap. Sand blight. Well, that's why I wanted you to do that.
Take him down. Got him.
Whoa, Aloth, what are you doing down here, buddy? There we go.
Yeah. Lavaru beyond seek.
One down.
help?
Moeth ixi honest. Oh, good.
You're almost there.
Oh, that's the stuff.
Take him down.
One left.
I am ready.
For the Republics.
Okay, she should be able to do it.
Lava be on sea.
There it is. I've always wondered what she is saying when she casts her spells. Yeah, they all say something kind of Latin-esque. Or maybe it's the language that they made up for the games. I'm not sure, but it is pretty neat that they do that. Oh.
Tell me.
Okay. Where is it?
Que?
Oh. Oh my. What did I just walk in on?
May I be a candle in the night.
Can't be stunned.
Moeth, Ixie,
Don't like this.
Oh, good.
Whew.
What now? Arthic Worthen Roth.
Okay.
Oh?
Lavaru be on seek. Lava be on.
I should pay attention to his stances more often.
Oh, good. What now?
Aye?
I am ready.
Oops.
Yeah?
So used to doing that at a force of habit, I forgot it doesn't actually do anything during this
May
fight.
I be a candle in the night.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Oof, just kicked Shody.
Just like that.
Yes? Here we go.
Okay. Don't like that.
Oh, that's the stuff.
Almost there.
Lavaru be on seek.
There it is. Whew. Alright, on that note, I'm gonna sleep. I feel kind of weird, loopy. I think it's the allergies, but I'm gonna go to bed. Sorry it was a short stream. Thank you for hanging out, though. But have a great night. This will be on YouTube in a day or two, so check it out there. We have all of our past streams on there as well. Don't forget to join Discord, and you have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon.